Today we're gonna talk about glow item frames. In order to build a glow item frame, you need glowing sacks, which you can get from one of these farms you see here behind me. I will leave a link in the description for a video on how to build that. But today it's all about glow item frames. So to build a glow item frame, you need an item frame and a glowing sack. And voila, here you have like a whole stack of glow item frames. Just a short tip, you need sticks and leather to build the item frame. A quick way to get sticks if you have bamboo is simply to use 2 pieces of bamboo and you will have some sticks. That way you can save your wood. Anyways, let's jump into how we can use this wonderful new item, the glow item frame. Headlights. Glowing item frames make excellent headlights on vehicles. Here we are on my own survival server, and as you can see, popping these 2 in here looks really awesome. Optionally, you can take some glass pane and put in as well. These are stained yellow, but you can of course choose whichever color you prefer. I prefer it without, at least for headlights. Rear lights. So on this simple car, I used an item frame and some red concrete to make the rear lights. But the glow item frame is also awesome at making rear lights as well. So you pop down the glow item frames and pop in some red stained glass paint on top of it. And here you can see at night they actually light up ever so slightly. Although keep in mind they do not give up any light level, so they will not prevent any form of monster spawn. Torch holders. So if you want to decorate the torches a bit more than just this, you can take a glow item frame, put it on the wall, put in a grindstone for example, and then pop a torch on it. Make sure that you put the torch on the block behind the item frame. And there you have a torch holder. And with the glow item frame, it looks like the light is kind of reflecting off of the item frame. You can also do this with different blocks. For example, we can try with the anvil. And then you also have it like this. You can also rotate the anvil around to see which design you prefer the most. And finally, we can do it with a copper slab. In this case, it's a wax exposed cut copper slab. They have long names. And we put that in like this. So I think there's 2 ways to do it like this. You can either use it where it's like socketed into the slab, or you can rotate the slab so it kind of looks like it's grabbing the torch. Wall clocks. So here we have a clock in a normal item frame. But if we remove the light, it's almost impossible to see. So if you are in dark places where you don't want it to be too well lit, but you still want to know what time of day it is, you can simply take a glow item frame and put a clock into it, and you can see it even if it is pitch dark. Food on a stove. So you may already know the trick about putting an item frame on top of a stove and make it look like you're cooking food. But if you instead take a glow item frame and put some food into it, either raw or cooked, it really looks like the food is cooking because of the glow makes it look like it's already hot. So here we have it with different kinds of food. This really looks delicious. Modern lamps. So you may have seen this design before where you take a sea lantern or glowstone and put into an item frame to have sort of a more discreet lamp design. You can do the same with a glow item frame. So if you put in the sea lantern and the glowstone, it immediately looks like that it's reflecting into the frame behind it. And this looks way better and definitely looks like a lamp. Do keep in mind that this does not give off any light. But alternatively, you could put in a light source like a sea lantern, put a glow item frame on top and a sea lantern or glowstone into it. And although the glow item frame does not hide the light source behind it, this does indeed look really good in my opinion. Custom artwork. So there's some pretty decent artwork in the game already, but you can also create your own custom artwork by putting down a few glow item frames and put different items in it. For example, these peony flowers here looks pretty good. Or my favorite, the prismarine crystals, one that Tinnies came up with. You can try with a large amethyst bud, or maybe even some twisting wines. There's a lot of experimentation that could be done, but just to compare it with the old item frame, it looks a lot better here, as there's some background color that actually make it look like a painting. Traffic lights. So for the last tip of this video, I will show an idea for some traffic lights. So you may already know about this one, where you put in item frames and put in some red, yellow and green stained glass. But if you replace one or more of these with the glow item frame, you can choose which one is glowing or which one is lit, so to speak. So if you remove the yellow and the green one and replace them with the glow item frame, we can do like this, and then we can see that this traffic light is just about to change to green. You can play around with the colors, of course, but especially at nighttime, it looks really good. I hope you enjoyed this little guide on different ways to use the glow item frame. And if you have any specific ideas that was not mentioned here, do please leave them in the comments down below. I'm quite curious to see what you guys also come up with. Also, as mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you are interested in creating your own glow item frames in survival, but you lack the glow squid sacks, take a look at the guide on how to build a very simple and cheap glow squid farm. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe somewhere down there and hit the like button somewhere down there. Or you can hit the dislike, but at least then tell me why. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next video. Bye!